Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 128 Game Chat. No real topic tonight. We're just going to chat. McMurray will be here real quickly. I've also put out the invitation to Warmut and Wardrobe and Jeffy. Hex to Hex, they all might be joining us, as well as Reese. I sent out the invitation to Reese as well. So hopefully we'll have a good group tonight to sit here and chat about things and stuff. I hope everybody's had a good weekend and week thus far. Had a so far so good. Not too shabby. This past Sunday, my brother Jay and my nephew Joey and I took a little trip down to Columbia, Missouri to check out Valhalla's Gate. Pretty decent little game store. It's got lots of non-wargaming board games and quite a bit of miniatures gaming. Of course, there's the prerequisite Games Workshop stuff. But there was also Kings of War. There was both Flames of War and Team Yankee stuff there, as well as Star Wars stuff. So lots of options, lots of role-playing game stuff, and an entire 16-foot run of dice. So lots of dice. Oh, and cards like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, that type of thing. So all around, pretty decent game store. Like I said, no war games, so to speak. They did have Undaunted Stalingrad and Undaunted, not reserves, not replacements. It's what allows you to play with 4 players with Undaunted Reinforcements, I think it's called. So they had those 2 boxes, but as for anything else, wargaming wise, in board games, nothing really there, and that's okay. I can get that elsewhere. It's about an hour and 50-minute drive from us, so it's about the same distance as going to miniature market, not the new miniature market up on the north side, towards the north side of town, but down in West County. So and it's only about 2 hours away from folks in Kansas City. So we're looking at, and they've got a really nice a gaming area. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at what some people are saying already here in chat. Walkabout Games comes in early, about 15 minutes early, says, "What's up?" Richard Keenan, evening, everyone. Charles comes in with evening. Ashley from Gamers with Coffee says, "Hey, guys. Meandering Mike, greetings, y'all. Telemachus, time to roll." Then we also got Jeffrey Edwards, evening, guys. Meandering Mike says, "Reinforcements." Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And has rules for Undaunted solo play. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think my brother has it. And Eric says, "Hello, all." Hello, Eric. Just doing as per my normal. We've got a sale over at wiley-games.com. 10% off, I believe, everything. And it's an automatic discount. You just go and you get 10% off of whatever it is you need. So now, if you have not done your finished out your collection of what you want from Wiley Games Fistful of Lead, now's the time to do it. Getting 10% off of everything. So that goes through till tomorrow, which leads me to believe that we're gonna see something pop up on Friday, sales wise. So go check it out. We've got the Wiley Wargaming Weekend coming up in October, and then my buddy Copeland is looking to put together either a September or October game day at Valhalla's Gate. So be on be on the lookout to hear me talk more about that and what is going to be available. I'm hoping to have everything ready to go to play my Cold War Gone Hot with my 6mm stuff. I'll have it where a single base, a single tank, is going to be representative of a platoon. So, we've got the. Bear with me here, guys, as I put this back on. There we go. So, we'll have a T-72 that'll represent, I think that'll represent a platoon of tanks. And, we'll see. We'll see how it works. So I'm hoping to have that ready to go. September, October time frame. Yeah, I've got an entire regiment of T-72s and an entire regiment of T-55s. I don't have any T-64s because I was specifically doing the Czechs. And although Czechoslovakia built the T-62 and the T-64 in their factories, they did not use them. They felt that the T-55 was a better option, a better tank for them, for whatever reason, and stayed away from the T-62 or T-64, and didn't upgrade their A-class tank companies until the T-72 came out. So that's interesting. And then I do have my T-60, but the barrel broke off behind the muzzle brake, or in front of the muzzle brake. So, but it's an A3 with a cupola and the big ass IR searchlight on it. So, got a company of those, and I got a company of M1s, and then I've got a company of M113s with infantry, and then a platoon of M3 Bradleys for as scouts, as recon. So that's what we got there. So I'll be ready to go with that. So I don't have to have things. Hold on one second. So yeah, I don't have to wait to get my 3mm stuff done to be actually to test out how my thought process is working. So I've got the 6mm stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it works. We'll see if it comes together for me, and go from there. Thanks, Walkabout. Thanks, Chris. Yeah. it's interesting that it seems I'm not going to have as many cards for the Soviets or the Czechs as I do for the Americans, uh, because they were very much um, they're very much homogenous. So the tank companies and the tank battalions just had tanks. Um, they didn't have like armored personnel carriers with, and they didn't have ATGM uh, so much, as at least the Czechs didn't. So yeah, I'm also having a harder time getting the information that I'm wanting. My buddy Chris is Copeland is supposed to be sharing the information from the book, the game book. I think, if I remember correctly, it's called Close and Destroy or Search and Destroy. Close and Destroy. I think I think that's the name of it. It's a miniature rules book from back in the late 80s, early 90s that was put out. Um, there we go. Close and Destroy. It is rules for modern NATO and Warsaw Pact forces miniatures. Paperback January 1st, 1986. It was put out by a company called Timeline Limited and was approved for use by CNC Miniatures. We attempted to sit down and play the game once, and it didn't go well. For whatever reason, they decided that an M2 MGHB 50 caliber would not be able, under any circumstance, be able to uh, penetrate the armor of a BMP. So even at close range, so we decided that that's not gonna. That really wasn't what we were looking for. Now that being said, it does have really great um, statistical information otherwise, like effective ranges and stuff to that effect, speed of vehicles. So we are utilizing that information to kind of generate the information that we're using on the cards. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Um, what else do we got going on? As y'all may or may not have seen on Saturday, I did get it completed. Um, it looks really, really good. I like it a lot. It will definitely look good on the table next to the miniatures. Here we go. Here's so yeah. I think it's it sizes very well, in my opinion. I like it. So yeah, and then I started working on the cruiser. I got this far into it and said, I need to set it down because it's starting to make me angry, and so I did exactly that. I set it down, and because it does not want to. uh, closed down like it's supposed to. It doesn't. It's not fitting the way it should, and I don't know why. And so I set it aside so I don't destroy it because it is paper, um, corrugated cardboard, but it's still paper. Um, the date range, it's really not a card game, Mike. It is the cards that I'm making are for reference to keep track of the units. So just like um, any other Fistful of Lead game uh, that I that I run, I create uh, cards for the miniatures. So you can see exactly all the information for that particular character. And so in this situation, I've decided to go ahead and do the same thing with for the platoons and companies. So, but I'm looking at 1985, and we are joined by McMurray.
Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry about that, Chris.
That's okay, buddy. I was just talking about how we went to Valhalla's game, Valhalla's Gate on Sunday. Checked that out, and how my buddy Copeland is looking to maybe get a game week, not a game weekend, but a game day set up that uh, folks can from both St. Louis and Kansas City get together and play out there.
Outstanding.
Because if Jay and I got the right information, it is $5 per person for the whole day to game, or we can rent an entire table for $20. So,
okay.
And even if it's $20 and $5 for the table and $5 per person, that's still pretty cheap for an entire day of gaming.
It's quite reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, and they are the fancy dancy, super duper, nifty game tables that are like recessed in like 4 inches, and that you can put the tops on them with the drink holder and the little dice trays on the side.
Yeah, I've been up there. Yeah. Yeah, that used to be the game store I played at. I played there all through college when I lived in Fulton. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah.
Before it moved to, I'm happy it's in its current location. The old location was not as conducive to gaming.
Yeah.
It's gotten quite a bit nicer. I like it.
Yeah, and it's a big store. It's packed with stuff, as I was telling everybody.
It is.
Let's see. Yeah, Mike, this is not the card games from the front challenge at all. Now, I could probably figure out a way to do that with these cards. I would just have to come up with a game system for it.
What cards are you looking at, Chris?
The cards that I'm creating for my Cold War. Stuff.
The bigger battles cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Wardrobe says walking the dog and plan on being on here later. Hopefully, I'm not too late. He says it's a great game store. It is a great game store. Chris Lung says hello, McMurray. Hello, Todd. McMurray, is there restraining order still in effect against you?
No, they liked me. I kept their historical end in business between buying stuff and encouraging people to play and playing historical games up there. And
yeah,
we took pride even at that point in time in upping the ante for playing with painted armies and based armies. I know I just said based. I hate basing armies, but at the same time, I don't really play with unbased models. So
Right.
there's that. Which is they still do, or at least the last time I was in there, they still have quite a good scenic, little corner.
Yes, actually, yes, they do.
As opposed to a lot of places that just kind of have maybe some, extremely overpriced Games Workshop stuff, and if you're lucky, some Army Painter stuff. They usually have some Woodland Scenics and everything else, which I think we mainly sold them on that because it's another kind of small town Missouri company. Woodland Scenics is down by the lake.
Yeah. They had a good selection. They had, of course, they had GW paints, and they had Army Painter paints, and then they had another company, another company's line of paints there, and they were like Vallejo and Army Painter have 18 milliliter bottles.
I don't know. Sure. I thought they were mainly done in ounces and then a half ounce or something.
17 millimeters or 0.57 fluid ounces.
Yeah, there you go.
So this company does 22 milliliter bottles.
There you go.
So they're like the same height as Vallejo.
Oh, the ones that are a little wider, a little fatter.
But they're like as big around as the bottom of a Citadel paint.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. But they were based pretty decently, or priced pretty decently. What'd you say?
No, I gotcha. I'm struggling also. I've seen them at a number of different places also.
Yeah.
They're not skills.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Either way, go up there and check it out. It's worth seeing.
Yeah. Yep. Hexy says he'll be along in a minute. Be good to see Jeffrey. Todd says you were probably still playing Flames of War 3 back then.
It might have been 2, probably 3. Probably 3. That was when I started with trying to play like Fields of Glory as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, at the time, part of the issue was there wasn't, like, Warlord Games wasn't around to sell super cheap, like, plastic Ancients. So I remember I bought one of the, what was it before War Games Atlantic? War Games Factory, yes. Where that company is cool because that company started out not putting out, like, full lines. They would put out individual plastic box sets, but then they would have like open polls to see what they would build next. Right? So you got to vote on what miniatures they produced, which was pretty cool. Like they got everybody was really big on them. They made a bunch of samurai and stuff that were really cheap. But some of their first ones were Romans, Gauls, and then chariots. I remember their Caesarian Romans weren't the best. They were certainly an early. They just reminded me of like 20 millimeter style of stuff, right? Which again it certainly wasn't bad, especially for the time when you couldn't get anything other than really metals. And these things were out there for well under $1 a piece. But yeah, I got some of those, and then we were just farting around with trying to play that, and like I said, hell, I was even playing a little bit of 40K at that point, but it was mainly Flames of War, and it's a Reese. What is that?
4-deuce mortar.
Oh, nice.
I figured I'd show Chris since he had some distant connection to the weapon.
Well, not too distant. My dad was an FO for 4-deuce mortar with the 36 infantry.
Nice.
Let's see here. Hey,
And I've got an entire platoon of them in 6mm.
Mine will take them.
Probably so.
Let's get some
Probably
counter
so.
fire going.
So Reese, we were before you joined us, we were talking about Valhalla. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, hold on.
we were talking about 54s.
Way to go.
Booyakasha.
So where is a painted 28? I don't know if there is a fully painted 28 up
So-
here. I pulled most of them.
So from the looks of it there, those aren't Vietnam.
No.
No, they're Gladiators. There's a 28 mil little guy. They're 54s. Wow, this lighting is god awful. Stand by. Boop. Slightly better.
I don't know, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see those coming out of the jungle in any situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So they are mostly blocked in. Not all the colors are on them. Like they still need to do shield faces, but they're mostly blocked in. We got a cool little Retarius here. Still need to figure out how I'm going to do his net.
How
Obviously, none of the
how
watches.
raised is the detail on the net?
Not very.
Okay.
It's not bad, but not very. Again, I need to do the face that shield.
You might just do a wash on it.
Maybe. I feel like it needs something. We'll see. I'll probably chuck a wash on it and then see how it looks.
You're a much better painter than I am.
These are just blocked in. We'll get more going here in a minute. Holy, Jeffy's on the ceiling.
Finished work.
And then there's this lady. But we gotta. So there's a lady gladiator just for Steve. But so those are the 5 that I can find that I liked from irregular. Turns out 54mm gladiators aren't entirely common.
Huh.
But that's okay. Because I feel like
Chris Long says, I'm Spartacus.
You are Spartacus, Chris Long. That you are. This lady's got a Greek hoplite style shield.
Chris, put the pants on.
And Jeff is hanging from the ceiling in his moon boots. And Chris Long thinks he's in Australia. So
that means
we were talking about Valhalla's Gate up in Colombia. My buddy Copeland is looking to do a game day sometime this coming fall. And what I thought what you could do, Reese,
Okay.
is if you could swing it, what you would do is you would drive up to your mom and dad's on Friday, hop a ride with Copeland and Joel over and back on Saturday, and then you could hoof on home on Sunday.
Not a bad idea.
And who is hold on. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Jeffy. No, it's not Jeffy.
What's up, Jeff?
Is it Reese?
It's McMurray.
What?
No, it's McMurray.
Test
Yep,
one,
it's
two.
McMurray.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
It's McMurray.
What?
No, you're not backstage, Warmut. No, you're not.
What was me?
You got an echo coming from you for some reason now.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. You
Mutt, Joel and Copeland.
Mutt, you clicked on the wrong link.
He did
You
Todd.
clicked on Todd's link. He's not going to be there for another probably 2 hours. So you can wait all you want. Or
Scroll up.
you can click on the right link. Jackass.
And I was saying, Reese just sold you guys a couple weeks ago. Why would he want that paint again?
Misery loves company.
Oh, shit. Pill time. God damn. I'll be back.
All right, how's that?
Jeff's got to go take his birth control.
All right, we're doing better now.
Awesome.
And you are not in backstage, Mutt. Click on the right link.
Here's a butthead.
Get he gone? Okay. Is she going to be coming back? Do you know?
Probably after the surgery.
Okay.
Did you guys know that Reese is going to start painting 2mm ACW?
No, he's cooking 2mm ACW for dinner. It's called a bag of rice.
All right.
We got Reese. We got you. We got Warmutt.
Yep.
Where's Andrew?
No, we don't have Andrew's here.
Yeah,
Andrew.
Warmutt's waiting in the wrong damn.
yeah. I'm pretty sure
What?
Warmutt clicked on Todd's.
Welcome to the rest of the world, jackass.
Yeah, this guy.
You had two links up there, one at 5:59 with the StreamYard link. That's the one I hit.
The other one's Todd.
Yeah, that was Todd's.
Well, whatever.
No, I'm not getting into 2 mil, but I am considering 15s.
Have a good show.
Love you, dear.
Freaking Todd.
All right.
What?
Wait.
What period 15s?
I don't know, but the whole magnetized base thing, that got me.
Yep.
Oh, the multi-based magnet.
That
guys
was cool.
Copeland was using.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to use for my 3mm.
I mean, I could put a couple on there.
Yep.
I've got the big weapon size bases. But I don't know. And I think I won't, but
I'm still trying to figure
they
out.
look cool.
Todd knew I was going to redo my tiling in my kitchen and set me these.
Yeah. You were gonna tile something and you needed the spacers. No, but yeah, I think hopefully Copeland gives us a far enough an advanced warning of when he's wanting to do this, so we can pass that on to you and be able to get together for that. That'll be good. Be fun. So I was saying by September or October, I should have everything ready to go to be able to use these guys, my 6mm Cold War stuff for my fistful. What is it? Excuse me.
That
I can't see it.
Excuse me.
that's not an American tank.
No, it's not.
Sabia. It's Sabia.
It's a T-72.
Still
Okay.
can't see it.
You're on the wrong link. Now this is an American tank,
There we go.
except the barrel broke off ahead of the muzzle brake.
It's a
That's
Derp
okay.
60.
A what?
A Derp 60.
It's
Yeah.
an M60 with a Sheridan's cannon on it. I don't know why you would do that, but there you
That'd be actually the M68 too.
go. There you go.
Did they put the Sheridan's cannon on him?
No.
Yep, the M68 too is called the Starship
That's a
because the turret was a completely different turret.
That's the USS 1701. Shut up.
Yeah.
Damn, you knew that.
The problem with the M68 too, and also the gun on the Sheridan, is that as soon as you fired that rocket, it completely knocked the opticals out of alignment. So yeah, the Shillelagh round was a interesting beast.
Didn't they have a canister round for that gun too?
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
Still doesn't beat the largest shotgun shell ever made. That was made by the Japanese 18.1 inch round.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
beehives in there on the
Yeah.
Yamato.
Yeah, I wonder how big the pellets were in that thing.
That's got to be out there somewhere. Ask on one of Drakenofeld's Drydac episodes. I'm sure he knows.
Probably so.
We did WAG, and it had a blade on it, blade tank.
Yep.
But that was usually in our combat engineer units.
You know,
And when they dumped all them, changed everything.
Mutt, what are you working on?
I got 5 remaining halflings done, and I got the whole starter set of Storming the Shires and Kings of War built, ready to be primed.
Didn't you get that box like this morning?
The Shire was about 3 days ago, and then the Sands of Amun, whatever, is what I got
Gesundheit.
yesterday. So, and then I just got the Trident Realm today, the army. So I got,
Storming the Shire, you say?
Storm the Shires. Storming the Shire, whatever it is. And then the newest one that's out is Sands of Amun. I guess
That's easy for you to say.
All right, this is the one I'm finishing up.
A storm in the Shires. Okay.
And then
Does that follow a hurricane at Pikachu?
And then the newest one, that's what I got yesterday.
All right.
And then today came this, the Trident Realm of stuff.
What are those things?
That's the Trident Realm army, pretty much like the sea, ocean.
Yo, but why are they standing on grass?
Dude, because it's
Right.
fantasy, okay? Deal.
Okay.
It's little waves that come out, elementals and stuff, and then those dudes in the back are like crab-looking dudes and stuff. And then you got your little salamander-looking green guys in there, geckos or whatever. You got that army. And then I think I showed you guys this one. And then the Forces of Nature Mega Army. So I got that one.
So is there anything you haven't bought from Kings of
This
War
is the
yet?
one with the big old stone thing in there, whatever. So,
Chris, you ready?
Chris Long says, Mutt, I got a new Kings of War undead army made out of Warhammer minis from the 90s.
that'll work too. So that's the thing about Kings of War is you could substitute any other miniatures. You don't have to get Mantic stuff.
Yep.
To answer your question about the size of the fragments on the beehive shells, what I just
Hey,
found
shut
out-
up. That's what I just looked up. That's what I asked Chris if he was ready for.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You got to be shitting me. This guy's just coming in and blocking it, man.
Ooh.
They called him staying cheeky, and it wasn't like a big shotgun. It was more of an incendiary thing that apparently U.S. pilots thought was more of a pyrotechnics display on account of, structurally sound planes with self-healing or with self-sealing fuel tanks. But anyways, the 18.1s had 900 incendiary tubes that were 3.5 inches long and 1 inch wide, filled with rubber thermite and shit that would get fired out of the front in a 20-degree cone, as well as 600 steel stays. I'm not sure the size of those steel stays, but the round weighed 1.5 tons. That being said, that certainly doesn't sound quite as effective as like the because looking at it, it shoots and it's like it looks like a firework, display just kind of crapping out forwards. It's not. There's actually
What's the name of the round?
46 centimeter Sanshiki, Sanshiki. So it does like a weird little plume thing as opposed to ejecting flak kind of in all directions like a generic flak does, / just putting out just a crap load of steel. It's shooting out those little tubes. I don't know. I can understand why U.S. pilots weren't quite as concerned with them as some others. I'm about to say, I wonder if between those semi deficiencies and the not great tracking and the almost complete lack of anything other than surface search targeting radar, I wonder how effective those would have been compared to like the just obviously smaller stuff coming out of U.S. battleship grade munitions. But yeah.
Have you gotten to the bottom part where they talk about bombarding Henderson Field with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Well,
that would have been terrifying.
Correct. Yeah. But at the same time, you fucking whatever. But yeah, again, it in classic Japanese style, though, it also talks about shooting at the San Francisco with them and stuff like that, which obviously wasn't. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Interestingly enough, they shot at PBM Mariners, which are giant flying boats that are not fast or agile, and failed to take those down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways, long story short, there we go. It looks like the same idea of like a Shimosa, except for Shimosa was actually incredibly effective on account of the fact that it was being used, 40 years before this stuff, when battleship grade armor wasn't necessarily a thing, and most ships were still had some wood cladding on top of their or on their superstructures and whatnot. That's what it reminds me of now that I'm like sitting here looking at it.
Yeah.
But whatever. So, yeah, they did have them. I don't know how super duper they were. I'll still hang out with an effective combat air patrol as opposed to trying to hit anything with an 18-inch shell.
Yeah, I can't think that it would be very. I can't think that the traverse on those turrets was that fast.
Well, the idea I know for other nations was that when you're shooting at something that's, a couple miles out, because you have effective, aircraft targeting radar and fire direction, you don't have to move that fast when you're shooting at something that's that far away. The issue is you have to have really up-to-date, you have to have fast analog targeting information as well as fast firing solutions coming out, which can be problematic when you're shooting at basically anything other than torpedo bombers, right?
Right. Yeah.
To a certain extent, dive bombers and high altitude bombers are going to have the same problem. But again, we're reading about Musashi or Yamato shooting at a fucking PBM Mariner and not taking them down. So, okay, come on. Not that the failure to kill one or two aircraft wasn't a thing, but at the same time, like, that's about the easiest sitting duck of an aircraft you can hit. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Unless you have one actually sitting on the ground.
Yeah, or in the ocean, yeah. But anyways, so long story short, get after it. I'll still take the U.S. 5-inch 38 caliber if I need anything more than about medium anti-aircraft or medium anti-aircraft capabilities.
Yeah.
So anything above a 40 millimeter, I'll take that 5-inch 38.
Yeah. 5-inch 38 did a lot of work during World War II.
Well, yeah, and it was a truly useful, helpful, like ridiculously effective dual purpose, destroyer grade armament, which is not necessarily the easiest thing to come by, especially then when you put it inside of a full turret so that it's got good splinter protection and everything.
The real winner there, though, was the fuse.
I think the real losers were the Japanese Air Force and the Japanese Navy's air arm. But yes,
we're putting Hexy to sleep with all this Navy talk.
Well, that's why I said airplanes.
No, I know.
Jeffy, airplanes. Jeffy, 5-inch guns.
So you started talking about Midway in 1/600 for the Undaunted. I started painting Wildcats.
There you go.
Hey, I got turn 1 uploaded.
You did? I thought that was going to be Monday or Friday.
Where can
It'll
we
be
watch
for Friday morning.
Oh,
So don't tease us like that.
Yeah. So
See, Mr. I've got fast internet, can upload shit whenever I want to. Still makes us wait until Friday.
yeah.
I tell you, fucking feed them goddamn gerbils you got. You won't have that problem.
Yeah, man.
Brian doesn't have gerbils.
No,
I saw some
do.
gerbils the other day if you need replacements.
They just replaced the fiber lines here last week or whatever.
Yeah, they just don't think of anything.
They're
Shut
running
up.
it all over our area too.
We're supposed to be getting fiber.
I get my fiber every morning for
Yeah, Chris, you can't just eat Metamucil and have faster internet.
I'll have faster something.
Oh, you'll be going faster, but
That's the download speed, not the upload speed.
correct.
But that turn one video is about 25 minutes long.
Good.
It shows my mistakes and all that on there.
Good. Put your mistakes on there. Make us all feel better.
Hey, so while everybody's on here, all of you guys on here that haven't done it yet, go over to. I want y'all to go over to 2000. So it's 2000 SPQR. You give him a subscribe, give him a thumbs up on his Gettysburg 77. And I'm trying to prove a point. So
2000 SPQR, right?
Yeah. He's a good dude. He's the dude who played.
one of his little scruffies though is down thumbing every one of my Gettysburg 77 videos. All of them. And I know who it is because he's pissed off that I'm shooting videos on a game.
Well, whatever.
So
Fuck it.
what are we doing with SPQR?
Just sub to him and then give him a thumbs up and put a comment in one of his Gettysburg 77 videos. Just say, hey, good stuff. Keep it up.
All right.
Because he deleted 49 videos of the game because he thought his work sucked. And actually, he's got a good grasp of the game. He's not the most A+ personality when he talks, but he's really giving it a good go run. I felt bad when he took all his videos down. Especially on a game that nobody is playing but him and me.
Or at least that they're not putting videos up about.
Yeah. Sorry, Bruce, you had a bug on your nose. I needed to get it off, buddy.
I had a bug on my nose?
Yeah.
It's on Jeff's computer screen.
Oh, cool. I was about to say, I would not be surprised.
So that is a direct link to his most recent Gettysburg 77 video.
Give him a thumbs up on it. Put a comment in there. Let him know, hey, keep up the good work. Keep them coming. Whatever it takes.
He's going to be so confused. It's going to be awesome at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good
He's got
dude.
some good. You guys might appreciate. He's got some good scale model videos out there too, like doing a Cuddy's Hark, a PT-109. It's good stuff. Check it out.
Other than that, so my plan this year was somewhere along the year I was going to either buy myself a new set of golf clubs or build a new computer.
Instead,
I don't have any cash to throw out, so it was going to have to be either on my Amazon or my eBay stuff, right? So last night, Jeffy dumped $1,100 on computer parts.
Boy.
On what?
Computer parts.
Fair enough.
And today, my Walmart card, that was one. And then I went and picked up two 165 refresh rate monitors. So Caitlin's happy because she gets a new upgraded computer on her end because she gets my old one. And
There we go.
Asus gaming monitors with it.
Nice.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, actually, I already had him subbed.
Yeah, should I take my videos down, I wonder, Todd?
Yeah, because like you said,
why are there two people making videos of this game?
Yeah, see, the whole problem is that when I shot my first couple videos, and I'd been watching his, and one of his, I guess, followers came over on my channel and posted a comment saying, I learned this silly game from you. Why is this guy making videos?
Yeah,
And I was kind of like, oh, I forgot the rule. Only one person can make videos of a game.
well, the stupid thing is that 2000 SPQR was commenting on your videos, like happy to see it and talking to you about it, and then that dude just randomly waltzed in being an asshat, and so it's kind of one of those. Come on now, like old boy didn't didn't say anything negative. He was having a good time talking to you and,
Yep.
figuring that out. And then that asshat, for whatever reason, decided he needed to jump in and be a dick.
Yeah. So now every Gettysburg 77 video I put up, I instantly get one dislike, one thumbs down. No comment, of course, And I hate that. If I don't like your video, there's
I'll tell you why.
some reason why I don't like it. And
I'm going to
not
comment and call
dislike
you
your
butthead.
video because you don't speak very well or something like that. And if I know you, I'll tell you about it privately. Hey, dude, come on. But if I find something seriously wrong, I'm not going to make a fool out of you on your channel. All right.
Right.
You're doing it. You're doing something that a lot of people aren't doing. And I hate these. This is where the word gatekeeper comes to me. And I don't. That's my meaning of the word gatekeeper. I don't.
That's exactly what it is.
But this guy's he's doing a good job. He had a lot of videos up. I wish he would have put them back up, but he did not like his videos. He didn't like his content, so he's trying a different approach. Mm-hmm. And I like what he's doing. I really do.
Yeah, Todd. There were, and I followed a lot of that on those various blogs because it seems like if you're in 54 millimeter, you also have a blog. So.
Oh yeah, Mike. I won't change anything. I mean, like I say, it's just this one guy being an asshat. That's all it is. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and Todd straightens me out all the time about thumbs up, thumbs down. And it's cool. I'm good with it. But don't just do it because you fucking did. Because you don't want to see me making videos. That's kind of stupid.
Oh. What if I want to do it just to mess with you?
Well, you do it anyhow. You like to unsubscribe to me and then subscribe back.
Only when you're reaching, when you're getting close to major milestones.
I'm going back to hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, Dracula.
I don't know. I haven't seen much of what was it, 54 millimeter Empire videos.
Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff going on.
About 5 men in Normandy, and then he just said, "No, you guys suck." And then
I've got it still on the table. I'll get it going again. I've got a lot going on right now. So I don't think I can get the YouTube video up enough to make enough money to cover for losing my job. So I kind of have to find another job. So.
Oh, don't worry about it. Brian is also well on his way to not finishing games that he started, so it's all right.
It's on my table.
Not starting games that he wants to. Desert.
Brian almost finished Saratoga.
Slam.
Dude, at least I got to the very last part of it, man.
Yeah.
I was tired. It's 1:30 in the morning.
So you come back to it tomorrow.
I had something else to
Look at
do.
Andrew go.
No, I gotta give somebody trouble other than Jeff because he gets self-conscious and sad.
Did you see my text message today about y'all got to change your name so I can have new friends?
No?
You didn't see the part about Andrew, your new name is Dan. Only problem is you're only going to have one leg and smoke cigars.
Oh, that's okay with me.
Todd's name was Edgar.
Edgar. We need to get him the
I
haircut.
think I was working.
We need to get him the haircut. He's going to be Edgar.
How hard is it to sleep on your zero turn? Because you must have responded.
I'm actually waiting this week. I'll be riding my new one here.
Oh.
Very comfortable seat.
I thought you already had.
Yeah, didn't you get a
already had the
Husqvarna?
new one?
Huh?
Didn't you get a Swedish Gascutter?
Yes, I got another one, but I don't need to use it till Friday.
Oh, okay. So you're not waiting to pick it up. You have possession of it.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. It's in my garage.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Excuse me.
So,
Brian, what'd you get?
What the hell were we talking about?
got a Red Max, which is AKA a Husqvarna.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Brian, when you
got-
come up from March to Victory, you want to bring that with you? My yard could use a cut by then.
guys, I will be there.
My wife has a Husqvarna.
If I think no one's gonna die this time, so I should be there this March.
Just tell them they're not allowed to.
I used to date a girl in Husqvarna.
So But I'm gonna get
or
real
was it,
for you.
or was she
You,
Husky
McMurray.
Varna?
That was her
What'd you
name,
say,
Barnett.
Brian?
We're gonna be at the Marriott, McMurray.
I do this so
Oh,
often.
you ain't going to KC. Quit.
Yeah, gonna go to the Marriott. That's the closest one to Blue Springs. It's kind of close to Blue.
I got a buddy.
Blue Springs Marriott.
Well, it's
Yeah, it's gonna suck when we end up being on the north end of town.
Well, then maybe you guys better find out then.
Yeah, I'm waiting on him to get a location too.
Hey, we all are.
So, well, then I'm gonna hold off real quick because I want to know which side of Kansas City you're gonna be at.
The thing is, Kansas City, yes, it's big and spread out, but the traffic is not all that bad.
Just jump on 435 and stay on there long enough, he'll get you where you're going.
Yeah,
Well,
You get to like Kansas, you get to Overland Park, get to Olathe.
yeah, you get to you can go through Overland Park, Olathe, get damn near to Leavenworth, get up to Platte City.
Yep.
Well, sounds all foreign to me. Sounds like Midwest kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, well,
Just don't stay at Leavenworth overnight unless you're mandated to. But
Or Independence.
true. Yeah, Independence. Well, certain parts of Independence are okay.
Well, what's downtown KC like?
it's fair.
Downtown Kansas City is okay.
Because I was looking at the Fontaine too.
If you go to downtown KC, go to Union Station and go to the mini train room and just walk around, you'll enjoy it.
That's not downtown. That's Midtown.
Okay. You go to Midtown, whatever.
Which is north of Westport.
Yeah.
Which is north of the plaza.
All right,
And you don't want to go.
expect
You don't
miniatures.
want to go. You don't want to
The
go
war
south
games
of the
and stuff.
plaza unless you go all the way south past 435.
Because I want to treat McMurray to a real hotel, man.
I've been in real hotels, homie.
Yeah, well,
Real
you can
shitty
stay with me.
hotels.
You're gonna stay with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I was just-
Last time I was in a real hotel, the power went out, so I don't know what's going on.
You going, Jeffy?
no, he's waving to Eric.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Let's see. Mike says Osprey is publishing this book in the fall. Tanks at the Iron Curtain, 75 to 90, the ultimate generation of Cold War heavy armor. Interesting.
That's my era.
Where's that
90, so I was 80 to 92.
at? How far back up are you on the chat here? I don't see that.
We have talked about.
Oh, there it is.
We ain't talked about shit yet. When we get into that chit chat about games. Go.
Well, I need help deciding what kind of game I want to put on in October. Because is Steve all on here?
No, Steve's not on here yet. I don't know if he's going to show up or not.
Stevie, my dude. I asked Jay what kind of game he wanted to play, and he said he didn't care. He didn't know. He didn't know who all was going to be there. But the idea is we got 3 months. Well, not like 2.5 months. It's like 3 months when I asked Jay. But anyways, long story short, we got like 2.5 months, more than enough time to build up a game that I have already at least started. So, Steve-O, you know what kind of weird shit I got? And if you aren't sure if I've got it or not, I probably do. What do you want to see played? What do you want to play in? What would be fun for you to play in? What are you laughing at, Brian?
Oh, I'm just copying Jeff.
Eric,
He's game
how
chat.
medium is medium weight?
Medium Gettysburg game. Andrew, you can probably handle that better than I can.
That's what I'm asking. How weighty is medium weight? If C3I is light, which it is,
That's terribly light.
and the Gettysburg 77
Holy
introductory
crap.
game, that's light. That's
Hey,
real.
Chris, they have those on the computer
Yeah.
now, you know.
Something he could actually buy that's available today that's not.
Well, yeah. My point would be I would highly recommend, because I love it, and it's still available. It's not hard to find.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A5A.
I know. That's what I'm getting after, man. Across my is a wonderful game. It's easy to find. It's still, $30 if you find it. It's a good, solid Gettysburg game that I love. Not only that, but then you got 4 other scenarios. They're all outstanding.
Oh, look at here.
Couldn't agree more. Hey, it's a toddy. Tiddly toddy, 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 toddy. Tiddly toddy, toddy, toddy. If you're looking to sink your teeth into something a little more than that, Long Street Attacks is pretty good, but it's only day 2 on the southern end. And I would imagine a Most Fearful Sacrifice is about the same weight. It's probably on the high end of medium weight, but it's still
That's a
certainly
monster
not
game.
3 Days of Gettysburg or any of the ridiculous things.
That's a monster game. That's not good.
That's my point. Or are you calling a Most Fearful Sacrifice a monster?
The Most Fearful Sacrifice a monster. It's just the rules are slightly less than Blind Sword.
Well, yeah. So my point is it's a monster in the same sense that It Never Snows is a monster.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's a big game, but the rules keep it manageable.
Well,
Kind of like
he's played 77 intermediate, and you like that.
okay, so yes,
A5A would be the only other one that I think.
Across 5A rules would be a strong recommend.
I just linked it off of Noble Knight. They've got it for $35 in very good, excellent condition. So,
if I didn't have 2 copies of that, I would buy that. That's an outstanding game. Wait, do I have 2 copies of Crossfire? No, I have 2 copies of Blue and the Gray and 2 copies of A House Divided.
Is that
No. You temporarily have 2 copies of Blue and Gray.
No, I have 3 copies of Blue and the Gray temporarily.
Don't make me flip out again.
Because I got the 2 copies I was talking about are the Decision games and the TSR version, not the SPR original. That one's in your box, which I still need to finish out math on. But anyways,
Any Blind Swords game, Eric, any one of them you grab is worth the money.
accurate, 100%. You can see me playing through Thunder at Dawn on Jeffy's channel, and I think did we talk about the real quick scenario out of Long Street Attacks, or is it just the video about Thunder at Dawn and then Thunder in the Ozarks?
Did we do your next unboxing already?
We did Thunder at Dawn and Thunder in the Ozarks as unboxings. I haven't finished getting Thunder in the Ozarks set up. The issue that I'm running into is my table is just barely not long enough.
Let me know when you play Thunder in the Ozarks. That sounds fun.
Man, so the issue is it's a 2-mapper, but they're abbreviated maps. But instead of being, my table is right at 35 inches across, 34 inches across. It barely holds a piece of plexi that is right at 33 inches. And that map is 39 inches from top to bottom.
What was the sticker on Across 5 April at Noble Knight?
35, he said.
Oh, that's extremely well worth it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes, that is a great game. But yeah, Jeffy, can you believe that shit? I'm 3 or 4 inches short on either side of my table.
Ozarks has that many maps?
Well, it's because they're smaller size maps. They're 22 by 17 maps, but you have to rotate the one 40 or 90 degrees, so you have a 22-inch map and then a 17-inch section beyond that. So when your table can just perfectly fit a 33-inch mat,
right?
Those extra 6 inches, they just go out and they're overhanging your table.
Amen, brother. That's what he said.
Oh man, that's what somebody's said too. But anyways,
I should go up and take pictures of that battlefield for y'all.
Todd was just there.
Somebody was there, and I saw one picture looking between 2 trees.
Hey, Reese, look at this. I just picked this up this weekend.
You were
Todd
in town
Reed
and you
on
didn't tell me?
Guess when I thought of it? I'm almost done with the tour. I'm like, oh my gosh, Reese lives around here. Are you fucking kidding me?
I got
Dude, I was screaming that at you for the week prior.
I don't
got a buddy
I don't
whose
listen to
property
you.
borders the battlefield, so yeah.
That's fair.
Wait, say what?
I've got a buddy whose property borders the battlefield.
Yeah, well,
So
I
Reese,
saw,
what the hell are you playing?
what am I playing right now?
What's that? I'm looking in your camera. What is it?
This is Axis and Allies D-Day. I'm just proving that I still have it up.
Oh, okay.
This is the main map that I'm using to do my 5-minute Normandy campaign with.
yeah, Reese, that's a pretty cool battlefield.
Eric, your wife plays war games? Freaking awesome.
What'd you say?
His wife plays. Eric's wife played Gettysburg 77 Intermediate.
Oh, nice. There you go. That's badass.
Hey, Jeffy.
Grammar school.
Toddy's wife is currently playing. Toddy's wife's
Rand
currently playing
McNally.
Gettysburg 77 Advanced and making videos of it.
This is copyrighted 1899.
Just that was a year before I was born.
And then
He's
I also
lying.
The
Jeff
book
had
is,
the edition
does it say
before
this
that
book
one
is
gets
dedicated to
sold.
Jeff Fry?
got,
He's-
this
he's
one
in the-
was that one's the Kansas edition, and then this one here is 1907, and it's the New York edition.
Oh.
See, Jeffy had the West Virginia edition.
Yeah.
It's a pamphlet.
One big
Yeah,
map.
there's like there's a map that shows you how to get down out of the mountains, and that's it.
And the
And all
family
it says
tree.
is water follow.
The
No,
family,
nobody's ever come back, so we don't know what's past the mountains.
the family tree for everybody born in West Virginia has no branches.
Yeah, it just looks like an Ivy patch.
So
Yeah.
I just bought my first box of Milliput today, and I don't know how to use it, don't know what to do with it, but I want to.
What?
Well, this will be fun to watch you, fuse your fingers together or something, whatever.
Make
Yeah.
a bunch of sandbags for your World War I stuff. That's
Well,
like
I was-
perfect.
I was thinking about like custom sculpting for conversions and stuff too, but sandbags would be cool too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say sandbags are really easy to do with Milliput, to be honest with you.
isn't Milliput? Couldn't you use like a clay or something for that? Wouldn't that be better for like sandbags or no?
That's what it is.
I thought Milliput was the. Oh, okay.
You can. It's not just like air dry clay. It's a two-part, isn't it, Reese? If I'm
Yeah,
recalling
it's a
correctly?
two-part. Don't fully understand it, but I know some.
It's like green stuff, but it's like
Yeah.
when you get the gray stuff because it's not GW branded.
We got Chris who wants to show us his map from 1200.
Actually, this one's the newer one. It's 1935.
Oh, that's right. Right before the big war,
Yep.
or one of the big wars.
Hey, waiting. What you putting together on there, buddy?
Oh no, that's Todd's issue. Todd.
No, that's your issue.
No, you called it waiting, but I wanted to know what sprue you were playing with, buddy.
I was waiting to get online.
What-
get on the
what's-
show.
What sprue are you playing? What are you,
You were
doing?
just playing with a sprue. You had it in your hands. You were looking at it.
I'm building the halflings. I'm almost done.
Oh, there you go. Outstanding. How do your ships look?
Right there.
Nice. Look
Did
at that.
Did that have a fold-out map, Chris? Was it the whole world?
No, this is
We're all talking about 5 different things here.
this is World War Events Volume 3.
Is that World War One then?
Yeah.
You should read that.
It
But it's fascinating.
it's copyrighted 1919.
Ooh, nice. Well, that's
And-
pretty cool. So it's right after. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of
So-
stuff's fun to read because you don't have the. Bye, McMurray. You don't have Yeah, you just get the immediate history and the immediate thoughts of it. That's pretty good.
And this is a map.
Reese, did you see Chris's idea? Walkabout games.
Yeah, I did, and that's convenient because I need to have one of my fingers bandaged right now. So
Yeah. I was about to
I
say in like 28 and 15, you don't necessarily have to do that, but it's easy because all you do is you roll out a tube. Like remember when you made snakes when you were a kid out of like silly putty and shit?
I made some steaks today.
Ooh, nice cover.
That is a good picture. That's one of the best Civil War picture paintings.
I'll be right back.
Goodbye, buddy.
That is-
What is that, Jeffy?
That's Against the Odds, Birth of a Legend, 7 days. That's what I'm playing
Oh boy.
for now.
This has got a reproduction of General Pershing's secret battle map,
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
which was installed in the United States National Museum after the war. It shows the battle line and the location of all divisions, both enemy and allied, on the Western Front.
I saw
The map was corrected daily and was the key to General Pershing's campaigns and the movements of the American Expeditionary Forces.
That's pretty cool, man.
It is not in great condition because it is all torn up.
Yeah, it's hard to keep together.
Secret campaign maps lead to secret wrestling camp.
It's just a map.
Jesus.
It's a map of your garage.
Yeah, that you want to take a division or so in there. The pygmies might get you.
So I've got all three. I've got all three volumes of the set.
Did you just recently come up with all this stuff?
I've had them for years and finally reacquired them. And by reacquired, found them in the basement.
I still wonder what that towel is hanging over Reese's bulletin board.
Probably his towel. He cleans himself after messing with the turkeys.
Right.
I did tell my son that because I thought of Reese. I really did. I felt terrible. I'm like, doggone. It's like, I know a guy who lives here who inseminates turkeys. He's like, what?
And then I also recently found this again.
Oh, what is that? Is that just a story or is it a game?
It's a game. So
Like a
one
fighting-
player gets the TIE Interceptor.
Oh wow.
The other player gets the X-Wing. And what happens
That's pretty
is
cool. Oh wow, that's awesome.
you tell your opponent, you pick what maneuver you're going to take, and above that is the page number that your opponent is going to fly to. And then when they get there, they will, and you get to your mid-page, they will each will give the next page number, and you get to see whether you shoot them down or not.
That's wild.
So,
Can you imagine designing that book? Gee,
oh yeah. So the first time I saw this concept was a World War One fighter game. You know, Red Baron versus Rickenbacker. I said, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, then, like a month or two later, I saw this and bought it on the spot. It's from West End Games, 1989.
West End Games. There's a name you don't see around.
West End Games. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sorry.
So, but yeah, it's
neat.
a cool little game.
That's rare. I've never seen that before.
I wonder if it's even on Board Game Geek.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either way because it's kind of like not a game, but it is a game. It is a game, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's a game.
Let's see. So,
Did you guys know that when Jeff originally
No, stop.
learned about Star Wars,
Stop.
it was just in a
Stop.
galaxy far, far away?
Stop.
It's in there. It's got a 6.6 rating.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Todd thought I was going to be extremely insulting. I was just
But
making
that was the
about how
two
old he
people.
was.
That was the two people that played it.
True.
I-
I was about to say that's the question.
And Chris was one of them.
Yeah. Chris was one of them. Chris has it as a 10. The other guy's got it as a 3. That's how they got to 10.
Because Chris beat him. He's just mad. It's his
Yeah, the
brother.
other one is Copeland.
It was his brother or Copeland, yeah.
Y'all can all kiss my ass.
You didn't beat Little J at that game?
I don't think Jay and I ever played the game.
Todd, can you send me 25 more of these? I got to finish my man.
What is that, Jeffy?
It's my white Southern White Crosses.
It's
What?
those little tile spacers I was telling you about, McMurray, which you can mark things on your. Ooh, cereal or soup. Uh-oh, no.
It's
Pepto
Miller
Bismol.
Hut.
Oatmeal.
Oh, well, that's hot cereal.
That's soup. Oh, wait, that's hot cereal?
Maltmeal and oatmeal are hot cereal.
It's not soup. Anyway, Reese, sorry I didn't get hold. I didn't even think of it until too late.
Oh no, you're fine. I had some stuff going on last weekend that was not a big deal.
You should never forgive him.
I told my son, I was like, I know this guy lives here. He inseminates turkeys. He's like, wait, what? wait, Dad, what are you talking about? I'm not going to that kind of thing. No way.
I'm sure you passed a couple of poultry farms on your way somewhere.
I smelled something.
They're all over the
I
place.
smelled something in Centerton. Oh boy, it was bad on Saturday.
You were in Centerton?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So I'm like 2 blocks down. So
I was in Centerton, Rogers, Bentonville,
okay. Did you fly in or did you?
Pea Ridge. No, I drove from St. Louis.
We were in Bentonville and didn't even look at the battlefield.
No,
And
There's
he didn't
not a
even go to
battlefield in
Walmart.
Bentonville.
Exactly.
Why not at Walmart in Bentonville? Can you
That's a
believe that?
battlefield.
I take that back. There is a battlefield because Sam's Club just stopped Costco from coming down here. So there.
Correct. No, there was a battle at Bentonville, but he also couldn't find a Walmart.
I couldn't find a super center. I wasn't really looking, but
In Walmart, man.
How do you not find a Walmart in Benton? I mean,
You find this
There-
road called Walton, and you just drive, and there's like 3 of them.
There's a Walton Road in Missouri too.
I said I
In
didn't
St.
see a
Louis.
super center. I saw tons of marketplaces, but I did not see a super center.
Yeah.
so Walmarts in Bentonville, Arkansas are like Starbucks in Seattle.
Well, I'll tell you,
You can't swing a dead ferret without hitting one.
they don't put a ton of those big, huge ones because they're butt ugly. They put those nice, cute little marketplaces, which are not ugly.
Todd does like swinging dead ferrets around though, so I don't know why he couldn't make that happen.
I've never heard that swinging dead ferret.
Yeah, usually it's a dead cat. I don't know what Chris is going on here, but you know,
Chris likes cats and he doesn't like ferrets. It's
My
very obvious.
my online shooter game name for years when I used to compete was Ferret.
was ferret.
That was my call sign on patrol in the military. Was Ferret because my last name started with an F.
Ferret.
Because you looked like Frank Burns.
No, I'm not Ferret.
Nice, good callback.
Frank Burns, wow.
Hey man, you painted a Frank Burns, didn't you, Brian?
Yes, I
Completely
did.
unaware.
Yes, I did.
I'm about to say I couldn't remember if you painted Frank Burns or if that had Major Winchester in it.
Yes, let's talk about dogs.
I got 4 of them in my house right now.
Yeah, well, if one of those 4 had been around my apartment tonight, he'd caught around. Because
Oh, I thought it was Jeff's ex-wives is what we're
one of
talking
them
about.
trapped in front of my living room window, and I am livid about this. We used
How
to
do you
have-
know it was a dog?
I'm pretty sure it's a big pile of dog poop.
Could have been a San Francisco transplant.
Yeah, or I mean, yeah. How do you know it's a dog?
Oh,
That's fine.
here we go. Here's a surprising little thing. So, we have the apartments across the street. I mean, directly across the street from me. We have 2 apartments that they told me that 2 sisters moved into one, and 2 sisters moved into another one. So tonight I was standing there waiting for my Dairy Queen order to show up for my diabetes, and I happened to look up in the window of the 2 sisters upstairs, and let's just say I'm pretty sure they're not sisters, or they're
Or they're from Alabama.
or they're very, very loving sisters.
I mean, you are from West Virginia. You're standing in West Virginia right now.
And my neighbor next to me, Gretchen, she come out and we were discussing it.
Why don't you quit peeking in your neighbor's windows? That's a little weird, man.
They had everything wide open.
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak.
Wide open spaces.
All I could think of was Creed when you said wide open. I see Brian is not in the same.
Yikes.
My glasses. Went up there to my future new office today. I'm still not making any progress.
So what have you been working on, Toddy, besides, your work stuff?
I'm playing Fighting Formations 29th Infantry Division, playtesting for GMT, Kai, Jason, that crew. So playing a scenario out.
Oh, I saw that GMT has got what was it? The Cold War Air Force game.
Red Storm.
Yeah, Red Storm is back up on for reprint on P500.
You'll see it in 2 years.
If
Speaking of game chat, what do you say about the last 2 shipping / production errors of the last 2 games MMP put out.
All I know is they better not fuck up our den.
They already
Oh
did.
wait,
They already did, dude.
I know. That's my point. Also, that shit was supposed to have shipped, and I haven't gotten an email yet, and that makes me kind of sad.
Yeah, because they failed to create a player's aid chart.
No. They said they failed to put it in.
Yeah, they made it. They just didn't. It didn't get made. They made it, but it didn't get printed.
Oh, it didn't.
So
What the shit?
No, I thought there was supposed to be 2, and there was just 1 in there.
okay, so where do they print over in China like everybody else?
No, everything's in the U.S. with MMP.
Their office is just over the hill here from me.
They print
Well,
everything
why,
here.
why don't you just go over there and start knocking heads?
Yeah.
Well, they had WBC
Damn game.
last week. I need to do some digging
I
on
don't
that.
care what they had last week. This goes back to the same thing that
Who's going to buy the Gettysburg game that they were talking about? Probably just as powerful as the C3I Gettysburg game.
Jeffrey, why come you won't go over there and get my copy of the game? Or just walk right over there and just start sack tapping people until you got the player aid? Nope.
Brian, I picked this up today.
Ooh, cool.
Classic.
What? Hold on.
Cool.
172nd Spitfire
Meow.
on
Oh
clearance.
yeah, the Airfix. Well, that's the new Airfix too.
On clearance for $2.49.
Ooh,
There
perfect.
you go.
Oh, dang.
Cool.
Not my scale, but I don't care. At that price, I'll build it.
Yeah.
you're breaking into 20 millimeter there, brother. That's almost
No.
that's almost only 1/3 your size.
It's almost two. That's almost 2 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Not quite.
Well, 10%.
These are
Get you there.
all 2 mil.
There you go.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Okay, I'll get a bigger one that's in the same scale.
Is it from
That
the
way
D
you
game?
can-
That's what she said.
Ooh, yeah. PBY.
No, that's what she said that
Yeah,
he's.
it's a Catalina, isn't it?
Catalina.
Speaking of
That was the
speaking of
very
which,
first model kit I built was a Catalina.
speaking of which,
I used to love those like that.
the Catalina is going to be. They're going to start damn it!
Come on.
They are going to start building the Catalina again.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
With
modern
turbo prop.
production?
Yep. Modern
Oh,
production
no.
with turbo.
Is it this time Chevy or GMC or Pontiac?
What?
Pontiac Catalina.
Well, they couldn't just call up Pratt and Whitney and go, "Hey, can you build us some Wasps?"
Don't they make paint?
No, they want them to be. They're going to be using them. Continue to use them for firefighting aircraft.
Okay. Then I think that's
And-
wonderful.
I bought
They-
I bought 8 boxes of these.
What are those?
Oh,
Hey.
cool.
8 boxes.
Look at that.
Please. That was stuff I bought from Steve's store a while back. Oh, by the way, this stuff here, I saw about using this to tap. It works very good. That Gorilla. That's
Yeah, I could do a little show and tell things will work if you want.
Hadn't painted anything in about 2 weeks, but still.
No, neither have I.
This Gettysburg 77 game, God, I wished I hadn't set up.
And the half things are built. Done. Starter army.
What,
done.
what were we supposed to talk about tonight?
We blew it.
Game
That's
stuff.
blown off.
Just game stuff. Yeah. Hey, Mutt, stop backing your truck or your chair up.
That wasn't me.
Boo, boo. That's funny though.
Okay, who
There's
put
my key for you.
neon lights on their game shelves?
What now?
People
Who's got neon lights on their game shelf?
little neon strip lights lining their game box shelves.
Who is
I got
this?
LEDs in my
It's on
display case.
Facebook. It's just not
Oh.
Hmm.
What you got there?
That's the Marine Rifle Platoon, Vietnam.
Oh, there you go.
What scale?
15.
Gotcha.
Here's one of the K3s right here.
Speaking of which, I got an email today about that game that company made about the Soviet Finnish war. That one that they did 2 maps for because the first map looked like a comic book map.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even do a. I mean, I did a mention in a video, but I never had the game to test it. But they're sending me a free copy anyhow. So
What game was that again?
I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I remember that coming out, and people were like, I remember Kev, man. He had a heyday with that thing.
Where I got the, I got the email right here. What is it called?
Wait, Meandering Mike, is that the game or is that something else? I don't. That sounds.
Princeps Games, yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Wait, that was the name of the game. That's
The name of the game is.
Come on, Mike, beat Hexy. Come on.
Chris Blanc's printing 10 millimeter
Inferno.
Vietnam Marine Corps.
Oh, that's cool.
Freezing
What
Inferno.
what'd you say, Hexy?
Okay.
Freezing Inferno.
Freezing.
Oh,
Okay.
geez, I don't even remember that name, but I remember that game.
Pretty blue.
Yeah, 10 millimeter USMC. That'd be cool.
Got some of those. Well, you can't see it, but it's a box of the Loach, OH6
Nice.
Loach.
I want one of those.
Would you pre-order, Chuck? Or would you? What game did you buy this on this way? So you can't say this shit and not tell us what the name of the game is. I like how it gets quiet, like he's just going to say something. And we're gonna
But
Did you back that one, Mikey? If they give me the second map with it, I'll be happy with it.
Ooh, that's out of my price range.
What's that?
I was looking at Loach kits in my scale.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've been watching Chucky's videos on that.
Gotta go, Jen.
All right, take care, buddy.
Wow.
Thanks for dropping in.
Bye.
So- Bye.
was he working today or tonight?
Yeah, he's headed out now.
He stays.
Oh.
He goes in late on these nights just so he
that's
can be
right.
on the show. He's a swell dude.
Chuck, I'm going to wait for Todd to buy that game and let it run off lease, and he'll send it to me then.
Accurate.
Pretty much, yeah.
God.
Now, is that the one that does not have zone of control in it?
See, I can't remember. I know you. It's a.
There's something about North Africa 41 that's
Oh,
different
no,
than the other.
Zokbon. Yeah, Zokbon's not part of it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It would. I
There's
think
something. There's something different about North Africa 41 from the rest of the
Yeah, because of
40 series.
it didn't make any sense in the desert.
Right. Yeah, no Zokbons. Okay. No.
Yeah.
What are you playing right now, Hexy? Not right now, but what's up on the table?
Well, that's still Gettysburg 77, which I played a couple more turns yesterday. And
Yeah.
now I'm playing this area movement, Birth of a Legend, the 7 Days Battles, which is interesting. It's different. But I'm getting a hankering for some East Front,
Hankering.
big time.
There you go. He's gonna quit in the middle of the game.
No, this
Oh,
one-
shush
this-
up.
I'll finish this one.
Shush up.
You guys prove my point every time.
But do you notice we don't care? We keep
Right.
doing it. Oh, what the heck?
At least we don't
Speaking
step
of
up.
games,
Look at it.
Todd,
Yeah.
we gotta figure out a time and place to get together so I can transfer.
Make the exchange. I mean, if you're seeing McMurray sometime or
Yeah.
whatever, we'll figure it out.
So the plan is, everybody, is for me to hand this over to Toddy.
Here's how he's going to learn a game.
He's going to figure out how to play it,
Teach Chris.
and then he's going to teach me how to play it.
I want to
That's
see
a
that.
good
video.
way of doing it.
I want to see that video.
I mean, I'm not going to promise I'm going to teach it where he'll really know how to play it, but I want it, Chris, to be able to at least play the game one time. That's my goal. And for me to know it well enough that we can at least fumble through it and get through a few turns.
I've gone through a turn or two. I don't know if I did it right.
Right.
But yeah, my big thing is I don't like reading rules. I hate reading rules.
No.
In fact, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've read any of the Fistful of Lead games. I don't think I've actually read the rules in Fistful of Lead.
Well, that explains a lot.
I've only played them. You know, you play them enough,
and you can look up a rule, but you don't want to sit there and read them.
You know, if you need to look up a rule, you can, or if you've played them enough with the designer, you can then run the game, right?
Yep.
Same thing with Force on Force. You know, I learned how to play the game from the author of the game.
There you
go. Get the rules on PDF and use text to speech. So it's not so much the reading itself. It's just I'm a visual learner. And actually somebody showing me how to do it sinks in better than either reading or listening. Now, what I have found to be effective for me, and it bores Donna to tears, is if I read the rules out loud to her, and when I get finished with a section, I then encapsulate what I just read in a different
no, let me say it. Let me say it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jeff.
Y'all all suck.
Get the finger out, Chris. You might as well just get it ready because go ahead. Go ahead, Jeff.
I said, and she hasn't shot you yet.
Oh, well, that's better than what I was gonna. Well, I don't know if it's better what I was gonna say. This is what Chris thinks foreplay means. And he's like, "Why haven't I?" Well, let me explain to you, Chris. So when you read a rule book and repeat it to her,
yeah.
I mean, Donna's a sweet lady, but even she's like,
she puts up with a lot of bullshit.
She just sits over there and knits while you're.
No.
Anyway,
she doesn't knit.
A visual video of what rules there, Raggy?
Oh, that's CSS rules?
Well, Eric, you all got running silent wrong because you were talking.
Oh, boo, boo.
Nice. No, bigger than day. Last fucking paragraph tells you exactly what to do for countermeasures, and neither of you read them. Oh well. But you enjoy them. You enjoy playing the game. So hey, that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, if you have a good time playing, do the best you can.
So what is this Monte Cristo del Rio? What the?
Huh?
He's
What is
muted.
he?
You're muted there, Mutt. Chris wants to know what you're playing, bro.
Molino Del Rey.
Here, go and big in him, and let's come on.
Oh, he's playing. He's moving.
Yeah.
He got tweezers in his hand.
He's not going to want to talk while he's playing. He's going to get all flustered. Come, all right, Mutt, unmute, or I'm going to talk for you.
I like that dice tray.
Oh, hold on.
Then I put this counter here,
and then I roll the dice here, and then I hate Todd because he put that StreamYard link in there.
He's got a Wily Games dice tower.
What's
That's
the
fancy.
slash guy character thing?
Yeah, what does this mean? Attacker 1.
So Molino Del Rey.
So this is the video he'll have out of the first turn on Friday. That is a cool dice tower, man. What is that? Does he just put the? Oh, he just put the.
Yeah, he just slapped stickers on it.
Did you print that tower, Mutt?
He's not going to talk to us. He's all muted. That's why we're going to just talk for him.
Battle of Molino Del Rey.
He bought it. He had some-
Mexican American War.
he
Okay.
had some family members there, he said.
Oh, he does.
I don't know.
Okay.
I called him Chihuahua, so I don't know.
So you go up this way, and then you move that way. I wonder if he's shooting a video.
Oh, he is, because he's pointing and talking.
He is not. He is pulling our leg.
Look, he's doing explanation. Let's
He's a-
commentate.
I think he's pulling our leg. And then this McDonald's looking counter stack here goes over here to the blue. Well, never mind. Sorry, Chris. I thought he was going to unmute and talk to us, but
That's fun.
So the game he is playing is Molino Del Rey. Is that a mini folio?
yeah.
Mini folio from Decision Games, right?
Decision Games, yeah. And it's similar to the. I think is it the same system, Jeff, as the Saratoga one he played?
Yeah, Mexican something or other.
Fire
Yeah,
Sword and Saber or
it's-
something.
The battle happened on September 8th, 1847, and was part of the battle for Mexico City during the Mexican-American War.
Well, you guys,
It was-
you guys are talking about Molino Del Rey?
Jesus Christ, Mutt.
Yes, we were talking
George
about.
Strait misheard the name and wrote a song about it, but anyway.
It's the last battle before Winfield Scott took over Mexico City to force the Treaty of Guadalupe.
Winfield Scott. Oh wait, that's a different thing.
We were doing color commentary for you.
Texas could thank Winfield Scott for
That's
being
Randolph
Texas.
Scott.
Yeah, I know. I remembered.
Randolph Scott. Randolph Scott.
Whatever happened to Randolph Scott?
He died
Anyways,
after making Gun Ho.
Mutt, we were doing color commentary for you.
oh, I had you guys
Nobody-
muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. That may be a generation before y'all. Statler Brothers, whatever happened to Randolph Scott? Anybody?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You said a generation.
But he
before-
did die on Texas Independence Day in 1987. And my cousin is named after him. And Gregory Peck.
What was his name, like Gregory Randolph or
Just
something?
your
Yeah, his
cousin's
name's
name is
Gregory Randolph.
Randolph Peck.
Why do you invite him on here?
Wouldn't it be Scott Peck if you were going that route?
Oh shit!
No,
But
his
hey,
name's
I could see in that Musket and Saber. I'm gonna go against Brazos, who's the leader in there in Molino Del Rey. I gotta take that one over, and it's 15 to 14. I have 14 on my combat factor, but I could add those artillery up, and then that should overcome on the chart, right?
It's a differential chart.
Yeah, the differential, which yeah. I learned my lesson not to attack when you have a lesser combat factor against the other guys.
That's how you learn.
So
Sometimes you have no choice, though. You'll learn about soaking off stuff in later games, I'm sure.
and I guess you can retreat, but I don't want to retreat. I just want to fight and get it over with.
No, you don't. You did not buy these games just so you could blow through them and get nothing out of them. It's not you. Sorry.
Well, no.
Tell that lie. Tell that
try
lie for
to
Street Hooker.
So, I already lost my cavalry to it, man. That hurt. So,
You got Jeff all riled up there.
right.
yeah. I mean, look at the Americans, the blue chips, the blue counters. Sorry, cardboard. We're not looking good. So,
So much for that peace treaty.
yeah.
So if we're going to lose that, Santa Ana will rebuild and.
I know. Oh well.
I learned my lesson. I'm gonna finish it through because it's only a 3-turn game. I'm not gonna do the 8-turn. There's no way.
Oh, why not?
Because I see where those 3 red counters are up at the bottom of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's all swamp, and those are cannons behind bastions right there. Yeah, good luck.
Sounds like someone doesn't want the challenge of playing a big game, so he
I
wanted.
already lost a good chunk of my army already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that's the cool thing about it. You'd play it differently, knowing you had to go full 8 turns.
oh, I'll play it definitely wrong. A different strategy next time, of course.
Ooh, hold on. We're getting called out by Chuck. We're getting called out by Chuck because Warmud is talking about hex and counter games. Whoever, what world are we living in?
I told you, look at my name.
Yep. Upside is down. Backside is up. Here you go, Charles. Here's some miniatures for you.
Oh, that's right. Stranger Things is coming out again pretty soon, huh?
Miniatures.
Thought this was
And I got this dude.
But see, Mike, I'm not going to stop in the middle of my game and start over. I'll go finish it through, unlike some of these guys on here. So,
You know the warp Chuck. He used to be when I met Chuck, he was a hex and counter guy.
what are those there, Chris?
Looks like
This is a 15 millimeter American.
Looks like a Battlefront guy.
Yeah. He's where is it? Yep.
Man.
See, he's got his T patch on.
Oh, sheesh.
I've probably seen him on the table, haven't I?
Not him.
Okay, but somebody from his group.
Oh yeah, at J3.
Yeah.
They were being proxied as Polish.
They were American volunteers in the Polish Foreign Legion.
Yeah, there you go. Here's an old school Marine.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Do I save my sprues? Yes, I do. And to make sprue goo, yes, and also to make a trash train with them.
Mike, if I save my spurs, I would not have room in this house.
Screw you.
Right.
Looks good, Chris.
He's a Marine sergeant, but I put an apothecary pack on him because it just looks cool. So there you go, Charles. You got some. You got some miniatures there. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this for Gaslands.
Well, first you're going to take it all in pieces. What the heck is that?
I bought 2 of these puppies tonight.
What is
Oh my
that?
gosh, man.
165 hertz refresh rate, baby.
What size was that?
These are just 27s. But they're
That's a computer?
27s.
Yeah.
He's going to build a new computer out.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. I really wanted the golf clubs, but my game sucks so bad right now. I said that won't do me no good.
So
Club championship in a month.
Crazy idea, Chris. I've been thinking.
Hit
about
me.
it. I am going to get my hands on Undaunted Battle of Britain sometime in the next month or two.
Yeah.
If I design and print cards for other aircraft and we figure out other scenarios, would you be interested in getting your hands on those?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Is Bear in the Woods Catholic?
I don't know. I've never asked him if he prays the rosary every day.
Is the Pope does the Pope shit in the woods? Come on, man. Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. But yeah, I've been bouncing that idea around, and I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't be that hard. The art on them wouldn't be nearly as pretty, but we get it done. So,
Charles says he has to get out of his recliner, very comfortable, and start setting up a Red Typhoon. What's Red Typhoon, Charles?
That's
That's-
his,
Revolution Games. World War II East Front game.
Well,
You would watch.
I thought it was going to be something interesting like a Hunt for Red October style game, but no, it's just East Front World War II.
Jeez.
Let's see. No, Eric's not a new PlayStation. He can play the new PlayStation on it though.
Probably could. Yeah, good point.
Does it got an HDMI input and a?
Oh, wait till you see the video card that I ordered. I did the whole shebang, dude. I ordered the fucking nano hard drives, slim stick,
Yeah.
dual 1 terabyte hard drives, a freaking a B550 Tomahawk motherboard from MSI.
Hey, I didn't even get the board. Any suggestions?
I only like MSI and Gigabit anymore.
Okay. What price range are you talking about though with that?
Well, all the stuff I bought. So I bought a board. The tower was actually pretty cheap. I couldn't believe that. I only bought 64 gigs of memory because memory's so high speed right now. It's not funny. New video card. Check this out. I bought a 8 gig DDR with 12 gig memory committed. to the
yeah, so
card.
it doesn't install on your Warcraft games, huh?
Smoking freaking video card. And those 2 monitors I picked up tonight. And what else did I have? I got a Wraith cooling kit to go with the Ryzen 7 5600 processor. So all this is about $1,100. My golf clubs that I wanted were going to be about $1,300. So
Hey, you saved money.
I
I didn't
did.
know they had that tech in Virginia, you know?
Huh?
In West Virginia. I didn't know you guys had that kind of tech.
Yeah. Well, you got to go out of state to get it.
Well, I'm just wondering how many circuits you
Shit,
built.
out of state is like a 50-yard walk for you.
to 3 different states. I get to Pennsylvania in 20 minutes, Maryland in about 10 minutes, Virginia in about 15 minutes.
I'm about 20 minutes from Missouri and like 3 hours from anywhere else.
Eric, there's never enough East Front, just like there's never enough Gettysburg games.
Ugh.
And Chuck, you need to finish up that Dernstein game. I've been enjoying those videos. I haven't commented much, but I've been watching. But you're not going to go wrong with Red Typhoon. I played it. That's a good game.
Is that area?
Huh?
Is that area movement or just
No,
different?
it's text. Yeah, it's just like playing Narva or Polar Defiant. In fact, it's almost exactly like Polar Defiant.
Wait, it's not the chid draw one. I don't think it's the same.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's a mixture between Poland Defiant and Victory Awaits.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that one was that.
And you can still. That's the thing I like about Revolution. Their games are never out of print that I've seen, and they're inexpensive.
All right, now.
I don't know. I think I want to finish this one up over here, and then I want to set up that Gettysburg 77. I'm going to be playing that for the next 3 months. Brian, I will not play all 3 days of that game. Not going to happen. That would be painful.
So you're not going to finish the game.
Mm-mm.
Then why have it?
So that people can see that it is playable.
Then finish the game.
No. Why? I've
Because
already
then you'll see it
gone farther than anybody else has in that game.
I don't understand you guys buy games and only play halfway through.
Take risks, buddy.
I don't get it.
Todd, I sent you a damn Facebook.
You did?
I did.
Someone's typing away.
I keep getting beat from Kev.
No, I gotta get that game finished so I can get my other games up there. So, I mean, I didn't make a boot for nothing, you know.
You make it work. You damn sure didn't. I'm tired of listening. You better hurry up, or I lose interest.
You better shut up, dude. You're sitting there. Oh yeah, he's playing exit counter. Hey, that other stuff can wait now.
I'm good with you playing next.
So,
What'd you get rid of, Chuck? Because I seen your game room. No, I've seen people do that, Mike, but I've never tried it.
those weathering pencils are pretty good, Mike. It's the Tamiya or the Vallejo.
Yeah, I honestly don't know anything about those weathering pencils, man.
They look
Could
the results look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
So here's a question. And I need to bring this up to the lock and load guys.
Ugh.
With what we have seen over the last year and a half in Ukraine, has anybody gone back and reassessed the power of Soviet equipment in all of their games? Because they're not looking, those T-72s aren't looking as, and T-80s aren't looking as big, mean, and bad as we thought they did.
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. From 80 to 87, while I was overseas, the only thing that the Russians had that we worried about were the Hind helicopters. Nothing else intimidated us. T-54, 55s, and 62s, and the future 72s that they were putting out, not even a glimpse of being worried about them.
Right. But it seems in games, in games, they always seem to have T-72s and T-80s be almost par to M1s.
They're not. They can't. Well, first thing off is what's the first real big advantage that all NATO tanks have that the Russians don't?
Radios.
Night visibility.
Well, that too.
Can you believe that a country as large as them and with the numbers that they like to produce never created even passive night visibility?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make sense at all.
I know it doesn't. Now, they're Spetsnaz units. I've actually met a few of those guys. And they actually wore, and I remember the first time I saw a picture of one wearing a quad set of nods. And I was like, those look familiar.
Captured American.
They didn't make them.
No, but they experimented with it in the 30s. Because they had lead convoy trucks with night vision in the 30s, but
they've been down a whole. I tell you, one of the coolest things that I did while I was in the service is in our APCs, we had the cat's eye lights on the front of our vehicles, and you could barely even see the damn things with the naked eye when they were turned on. But man, you put on a pair of PBS 5s and drive, shit, it's like daylight on. You're like green daylight almost in front of you.
We were going 60 miles an hour down a back road up here with some nods on the other day. That was fun. But
they just had a lot of shit in the 70s and 80s. But like I say, we weren't intimidated by any of it. Missile launches were what everybody was worried about in the fucking 70s and 80s.
So, and I know, Mike says that they had their act together. It's not a matter of having their act together. It's a matter of the actual equipment.
Right. Well, you know what they said about
not being up to par.
Shermans to Tigers was it 3-1 or 5-1 in order to be the Tiger? Well, that we had the same philosophy. Even with the M60, we had the same philosophy against the 54, 55s, and 62s. that they had to, one a fucking a 5
Our
tank,
pla-
4 tank.
Yeah, our platoon was worth one of their companies.
Yeah. They just had a lot of numbers.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering if anybody has gone back and
Yeah, but that
thought
game.
about readdressing those numbers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Anyway, I mean that is a different time, so I don't know if that would make any difference or not. But be worse or better. Or...
Well, gentlemen, I've got turkeys to tend to in the morning.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up here because I know Todd wants to do an unboxing over on his channel.
Yeah, you don't have to stop on my part.
Unboxing.
I got a few things. It's not gonna be an unboxing of one like game. I got a few things in the mail I need to talk about.
Well, I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, Reese.
why don't you watch us and let us lull you to sleep, Reese?
My wife wouldn't shoot me.
Oh, she'll love our. Oh, it's an anti.
Shoot you. Well, I mean,
It's anti-diabetes.
you won't be able
No, it's Carb Smart, Briar's Ice
after
Cream.
she shoots you. I mean, you'll pass out through loss of blood.
What, this?
No,
Oh,
we're talking about Reese.
no.
So,
Um,
yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. Thanks all for hopping on and joining me. Todd, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Hexy, thanks, sir. Waiting. Thanks for finally finding the right
Careful, Brian.
right link to click.
I don't know what he's smoking, but it's gone straight to his head.
It's the heat, dude. He is brain baked.
I was walking around downtown Tulsa last night at 8 o'clock at night, and then later on at 10 o'clock, and it felt like just as hot.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If y'all are interested, Todd's gonna be hopping onto his channel here in just a little bit, probably about 5-10 minutes. So until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.